Welcome to Behind the Boot, a Louisiana sports podcast. Your favorite weekly show bringing you the latest news in Saints, Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and more. Enjoy the show.
What up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Boot, man. Your favorite weekly Louisiana sports podcast, man. As always, we're bringing you everything from Pelicans, Saints, LSU, UL, whatever it is in Louisiana sports, man. If it's relevant, we talking about it. This week, man, I think we go keep it pretty simple. We definitely got to address the elephant in the room. No pun intended. But obviously, the hot topic right now is Zion Williamson. I know a lot of podcasts has been covering the situation in general, what they feel like is the next move for the Pelicans and whether or not we should trade them or not. And I guess we can kind of touch on that too. But what I really want to focus on first is something that I feel like other podcasts haven't really touched on much. And being that we kind of come from, we not really journalists or anything like that. So I think it'll be important to start off with the fan perspective. So I'm gonna start this week off with Jared. I want to know what you think. How do you think Zion's actions and just the controversy around him, how do you think that actually affects the fan base? Like, what do you think it does for his perception?
I think from the fans' point of view, it's just showing us that he's not all in. Ever since day one, since they drafted him, it's been rumors and everybody saying that he's not happy. He's too, quote unquote, too big for New Orleans, and all the nonsense that his family or his inner camp keeps telling people that he's not, basically the same thing. He's too big for New Orleans. He's not happy there. So, it's just showing us as fans that he doesn't want to be here. So, if you don't want to be here, then go ahead and just tell Griff you're not bought in and just stop wasting everybody's time and just have them trade you, bro. It's like you have a team around you. You have a job. Your job is to play basketball. Even if you don't want to be in New Orleans, play out your contract because you're only going to help yourself get more value. But right now, who's going to want to trade for a guy that's only been in the league for 3 years? That's missed more games than he's played.
Yeah, well, and I definitely hear that a lot. I think there's a lot of teams that would show interest to Zion. Like I really do feel like people still understand how much of a generational talent he is. But I do want to respond to one thing you said, and then you could jump in, whenever you feel. But the thing about him being too big for New Orleans is just like, is Giannis too big for Milwaukee? Is Ja Morant too big for Memphis? You know what I mean? Like, those are small market teams. Like, I actually looked up the market size for each NBA team, like a ranking. And granted, we are a small market team. I believe we were second to last on the list. Memphis was right below us. Actually, they was dead last, and Ja is thriving. Obviously, Milwaukee's not a big market. Giannis is bigger than life. I feel like if Giannis wasn't an international player, he'd be LeBron. You know what I mean? Like he would be the one you would want to hand the torch to. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any other situation that Zion could go to outside of like being on a Brooklyn or you know what I mean, something like that where he just would walk into a locker room full of star power. But even when you look at some of these things, if Zion is worth what we know that he's worth, any of those scenarios, bro, you're trading pieces. So like, for example, I hear all these New York Knicks fans talking about Zion should go to New York. That's where his heart is. That's where he want to play. Like, can we cut the cap for a second and just look around and realize, bro, RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish is not getting it done. I know that's your partners, but they are not better than Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum. Shit, they're not even better than Brandon Ingram and Jonas Valanciunas. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just trying to like, and obviously it's all speculation, but I'm just trying to like break down the situation and figure out what could it possibly be. Because it's not winning if you want to go to New York. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna go and get a bag. Like, you run into the same problems, I think 10 times, you know, because in New Orleans, we not saying that we used to losing, but our team history is not of a winning pedigree. You know what I mean? Like, we're not used to making deep playoff runs every year. We're not used to shoot, we never won a championship. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't the case. So my thing is like, if you go to New York, they're gonna kill you if you're not winning. If you think it's bad in New Orleans, they're gonna murder you in the Garden. You're gonna get booed. You're gonna like, and for damn sure you can't pull this getting fat stuff, not being able to play, missing the whole season. You can't pull that in New York. So like, what is the thing, Dan? What you think could be some possibilities? Like, what do you think is the issue?
I just want to get this clear. What as far as market size, they mean like marketability to the consumer? Like, are they like saying how wide of a net the team casts, like viewership? Are they meaning just media coverage? Like, what makes a team a small market?
So
you know.
I think it's more of a traditional sense, which is why I don't pay too much attention to the small
that
market.
Shit don't matter, bro. Like,
but
there are
it
five
do in a
teams.
sense though. It do in a sense. They talking about the fact that Bally Sports New Orleans, nobody's watching that shit, and the people that are is a small number. They're not getting ESPN games because they're not fucking good.
Yeah, that too. But the only teams that have their own, like, that's with NBC, or like have like different things, are like LA and like the New York Knicks. They all like on NBC. Like, those are like the only teams that like did that kind of thing, which is great because they cast a wider net. Is what I'm saying. So their viewership and your ability to view the team is easier than it would be for like, a New Orleans or even a Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dallas is basically a small market. They own Bally Sports. San Antonio is a small market. They own Bally Sports. Most of these small teams own Bally Sports because they were already on Fox Sports Network. But just a little bit beyond the Zion thing, I think New Orleans culture, and they have the right people in place. I think they have the right person. I mean, I don't like Griff. I think Griff is doing a decent job. He finally put his foot down. Might be 2 years too late. I think he should have put his foot down the first year. But he's doing it now. He's holding his ground. And I can tell that they put the ball in Zion's corner. So everything that happens now is going to be completely up to fucking Zion, and it's not going to be the team's fault. Now, are they going to be able to recover from that and, like, patch it over? Who knows? Hopefully, I think it will. I think it will smooth itself over maybe after a couple of, winning cures all at the end of the day. But as far as the market side, I think New Orleans has the right team in place. They have the right people in place, and this team, they know this team is ready to take off. And with Zion and with the team they've built, the perfect time to expand their media coverage and their market size now. Like I said, there's no team around us besides the state of Texas. You can just cut the state of Texas off. There's no team in Arkansas, there's no team in Mississippi, and there's no team in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We be in the spaces and we be hearing this girl from Alabama, from Mississippi every day. Like, she drives from Mississippi to see the game every day. You know what I'm saying? At least an hour drive. She drives.
Well, I can tell you, like, all the way from that whole Gulf area on the bottom, that's all Pels.
I'm saying
the problem is they don't have a way to watch them on TV.
and they can seize that. And I think what they're doing is they have a chance to seize it with this NBC deal. They're going to be able to cast a wider net, and they're going to be able to market everybody from Central Louisiana to North Louisiana can't watch the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? You can't watch it. Lafayette is the cutoff. Lafayette Parish is the cutoff. They can't watch it in Opelousas. They can't watch it nowhere else up north. Like anybody
Which
doesn't
is
have a copy.
trash. That's
Which is
like dropping
pathetic.
the ball.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
dropping the
that's
ball for
crazy.
real.
You know, Central Louisiana. You know, they got North Louisiana. I think North Louisiana is like northwest and summer part of the North Central Louisiana. It's like their market size for Dallas. Like they can't even watch the Saints games. I think that should change. But you know, back then that was more of like a big on Dallas fans and Arkansas and all that. But we're not even getting into that. But like I said, they have a chance to seize this opportunity and really expand their fan base with this NBC deal. They can get this closed. That would do huge dividends for the Pels, for the organization, for the state of Louisiana, because this team, I mean, it's. I'm trying to see what to say. This team is ready to grow now, and people want to watch them. Even without Zion, people are gravitating towards the team. They're interested in the team. They're in the tableau. I just said, a wise man once told me, bro, I mean, negative media coverage is media coverage. They're in the media. They're getting talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not the Sacramento Kings. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, but, you know, people are gravitating. So they want to see what this team is about. They want to see if Zion really full of shit from the product that we put around him. They want to see if the product that we have around him is actually good. They want to see how it plays.
Now that I definitely agree with you. Like from the team perspective, and I was kind of alluding to that on Twitter. I had tweeted something about like Pel's Twitter is hilarious. We're gonna be fine either way. Like regardless if Zion come back and play for us and he wanna be a Pel, or if he decide that he don't and we gotta trade him away. I really do believe that like us just getting to this point is like over the hill. Now they still got some moves to make if they want to like really be a contender, but we've made it over the hill of poverty. Like we're not at a time where I'm trying to convince myself that Alexis Agensa and Alonzo G is about to get it done. Like we're not at that point no more. You know what I mean? So like the main thing though is I feel like from Zion perspective, his camp, I should say, they might feel like they not putting Zion in the most ideal scenario as far as like marketing and endorsements and all this stuff by being in New Orleans. And my pushback to that is in the new age that we in with Instagram, Twitter, all this stuff, you don't have to be in the Bally Sports New Orleans range for people to be a Zion fan. You know what I mean? But what you are doing by acting like this is the people who are Zion fans, now they hate him, bro. You can go on Twitter right now. It's like a bunch of Pels fans. I'm talking about diehard Pels fans. I'm not talking about casuals. I'm talking about people who watch every single game. They've been a fan since 2002 when we got here. Like they are not rocking with Zion. That is bad. You know what I mean? For the Zion image. You know what I mean? Like I think it's counterproductive to what they trying to do. Like they manifested a problem in New Orleans by thinking being in New Orleans was gonna be a problem.
And let's be honest though, bro. Like this media shit and this marketability and advertising for Zion, this all goes away if he's on the court. How many Jordan commercials you seen to Zion? One?
Yeah.
You know? Like you can't market yourself if you're not on the court. Like this market size and this advertisement and whatever, you in the spotlight, bro, that shit comes with you being on the court playing, winning. Like if you're not playing, you're not winning. What's the point of Jordan calling you up to do a commercial? Right now you hot fire. Like nobody want to touch you right now because they don't even know what you got going on with yourself. Like I'm just confused right now. I mean, I really would like to know. Is he giving Michael Jordan a cold shoulder with this $10 million a year he giving him? You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you not.
And that's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking the check from them, you probably answer Michael Jordan calls, but you can't answer your GM calls. I mean, your teammates, the people that you went, blood, sweat, and tears and everything, and went fought for, and they fought for you. They're defending you every media day. You know what I'm saying? Saying, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm saying?
see, Jared, let me know if I'm capping at all or if I'm wilding. But what you said right there, I feel like that's important because I've noticed just over like the recent stuff that's happening, even now, they not really defending them. Like I think they doing a good job of placing the blame on them without placing the blame on them, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
they're dissing themselves.
Because when Griff had his presser right before the All-Star break, he used words like anecdotally, and he said things in a way that while he didn't come out and say like this nigga Zion just not cooperating, it lets you know like he made it a point to say I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I don't know what's going on with Zion. That's a problem. Even if you hate the organization, bro. Like part of being professional, like there's
Just
plenty of
doing your
people like
job.
I point at Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday wanted out. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a beef thing, or it wasn't that he hated New Orleans. He just felt like the team's timeline didn't match his. The organization's goals at the time wasn't the same as Drew Holiday's goals. Which if that's the case for Zion Williamson, bro, I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is in the meantime, you have a responsibility to still do your
Perform.
job. You know what I mean? The bare minimum of your job, at least. You can't just be like, fuck everybody. And that's what he doing. You know what I mean? Like Griff made that clear. CJ made that clear when he went at the All-Star game and said, look, I ain't even get to talk to the nigga yet. That is making it clear like the organization is tired of lying for him, hiding shit, sweeping shit under the rug for him. Like it's
Covering his
time to,
ass.
you know what I mean? It's time to step up. And I know that there's a lot of disgruntled fans, and I know the odds of Zion himself actually hearing this episode is slim. But this is my feel for it. I understand that you're a young guy. You came into the pressures of being in the league. You're a one and done guy out of college. Like logging into Twitter and seeing niggas call you fat, photoshopping you looking like, you 700 pounds. Like that shit
Looking
is
like
not fun.
Anthony Booger McFarlane. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's tough.
Like I know shit like that is not fun. And I understand how he can have this train of thought to act the way he is, right? But if you want to play in New Orleans, make it right. That's it. And the fans will welcome you back. Like I think even all the Pels fans that's hating on him right now, if he come back averaging 27 and 6 and 3, nobody even caring about what happened in the 2022 season.
But
You
like
know
we
what I
was talking
mean?
about before, Ryan, fuck all that. Right now, if he put out a small paragraph, a 50-word paragraph, hey New Orleans, I tried my darndest to get back. I avoided surgery to play this season. Stuff didn't happen. Foot didn't heal right. I'll be back 100% starting next season, and I'll be cheering on my teammates, hoping we make the playoffs. Go Pels. If he do that shit, just something simple as that, bro, like this shit wouldn't have, it'll be killed right now, but that shit would have been capped off weeks ago, like since before Christmas. Like none of this shit would have got to this point. And I put the blame on Zion and the people he has, or his team, his camp, whoever is running the social media. They need to be fired. If they family, you need to tell them they need to go back to South Carolina or wherever the fuck they from. You'll take care of them, send them some money every fucking month, or from whatever they got or they cut. And you need to hire somebody who actually knows what they're doing, because this PR that you got going on, bro, is terrible. This could have been avoided in so many ways.
Well, see, that's the thing is you right about that, but he would have had to do that shit months ago.
I'm saying,
Like
he could
the
did it
nigga,
again
the
in
nigga
December.
told us in September that he was gonna be a GOAT for the regular season, and that was a lie. And then went ghost, and it's almost freaking March. You know what I mean? Like, just sit and think about how long he's been dragging this out with the fan base, and like people were still going to bat for him, bro. Like people were still defending him up until recently. Like I think the CJ McCollum thing, which might have been an accident. I know they had a meeting about that. You know what I mean? How to handle them kind of situations in the future. But that CJ McCollum thing really tipped it off. And I think for a lot of people it's because CJ McCollum is not Gary Clark. You know what I mean? Like CJ McCollum is not Jose Alvarado. Like, bro, if somebody like that, like CJ McCollum made the decision, which I mean, I know he was traded, but he obviously said that he was working with Portland to get to New Orleans. He wanted a deal done with New Orleans. And you know damn well that when he says stuff like that, it's because he wants to play with Zion. You know what I mean? So like if somebody want to play with you that bad and they trust that you'll be able to help them elevate their career, because basically essentially what CJ is saying is me and Dame Lillard, we made it to a certain point. Now that I want to, go further in my career, I think teaming up with Zion is the perfect place to do that. The least you can do is hit the dude up and be like, "Welcome to the team, bro." That's it. Text message
The bare
on the
minimum.
yeah, and I'm saying even that, like JJ Redick said on ESPN, that would be the basic bare, not even a teammate professional job type thing. That would be the bare human thing to do. It'd be like, "Thank you, bro. Welcome to the team." You know what I mean? And this nigga couldn't even do that. So like, I don't know where he get this idea that if that is the case, I'm responding to the thing you were saying about he too big for New Orleans. So
I
if
know
New Orleans the problem, what are we talking about? You know what I
it's
mean?
Cap. I know Queen Elizabeth died. Rest in peace. But Zion ain't the lineage of being a royalty.
Nah,
And
he
I just really think he just who died and made him king, because that's how he treating on, like he's just so much above that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous to me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and I mean
Ridiculous.
I understand the path of thinking. You know what I mean? Like I do want to cut him some bail is
Fuck that.
because
No, man.
in his situation, like being the age he is, being the superstar that he is from the age of 16, like I can see now it's still wrong. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he justified, but I
He
can
ain't did that to
understand how
Coach
he get
K.
there. You
He
know what I
ain't did that
mean?
to Coach K.
Yeah, but
He ain't did that bullshit with Coach K.
that was before he had,
No, man.
multiple millions in the bank. You know what I'm saying?
He blew up in South Carolina. Like, what is in South Carolina, dude? Like, you
Nothing.
got known while you was playing high school in South Carolina. So if you can get known in South Carolina, why can you make it work in New Orleans? Another example,
Was
Anthony Davis thought he was so to say too big for New Orleans, right? Oh, I'm gonna go to Los Angeles. Yeah, I can't get no endorsement out of here in New Orleans. You go to Los
sound
Angeles, the only thing you got was a damn Ruffles commercial endorsement.
And he had the
and
Ruffles
that
thing
mobile
in New
one.
Orleans.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's
Them
like,
shits was
dude,
still on the shelf for the hurricane. They
exactly.
was on the shelf.
It's like,
Fuck,
bro,
fuck.
you went to Los Angeles for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, but your whole sales pitch was because it's a small market and he can't get endorsements and stuff like that.
Oh, he got mobile one and he got into Space Jam.
It's like, oh, come on.
Okay.
When he had, what, like 10 minutes worth of film?
And it
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't even him.
he
it
got
was,
that
yeah, it was his
cameo.
cartoon character. Come
Yeah,
on.
he got that cameo because he teammates with LeBron though.
Yeah,
Let's
that's the only reason why you got that. And that's what I'm
Okay.
saying is like the whole narrative of him being too big from New Orleans is just a scapegoat. It's like,
yeah,
dude,
it's a cop out.
it's like you want to go to New York. New York is even worse. Like New York, the Knicks are shit.
Yeah,
Like they just sat down Kemba Walker for the rest of the year, and the
Not
dude
true.
not even hurt.
yeah.
And then they
Why not
just
true?
traded for him.
Well,
It's like,
I
come on.
think that's a Tom Thibodeau thing. Tom Thibodeau, that
It
dude's
may
ass.
be, but
He lost
they
his job.
talking about firing him after this season. Like,
Nah, he gone. He is no way he survived.
you
this
got
season. There's
old
no way.
Stephen A. Smith going on ESPN first take every day, bitching about how the Knicks is a disgrace, and he didn't want to go to the games no more. So Zion, do you really want to go to the Knicks like that? Like,
And
these guys suck.
and that's the thing. You gotta look at it like this. Zion has made us put up with how many games he missed? That much of bullshit, and there's still people that's willing to dive head first behind Zion. Bro, you have a bad little 5-game stretch in the Knicks, and you getting ran across ESPN every single day. They about to kill your ass. That's why I hope if he do decide, like if Zion is on the wave of get me out of New Orleans, I don't like it here, I'm gone. I pray to God they send him to the Knicks. The only thing that make me not want to see him on the Knicks is because what could the Knicks give us in return? Like I don't want no Obi Toppin. I don't want nothing on that roster. You know what I mean? But besides that, I want him to. You think your mental health bad from some fat jokes? Go play in New York. They gonna show you what a bad time is.
He might want to look at AD because AD is getting killed in the media in LA. Like they had the boy on the trade block. Like they wanted to trade him. And I'm gonna feel sorry for AD. I'm gonna feel real good whenever LeBron leave this year and go back to Cleveland.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Anthony was gonna be by himself again in LA by himself.
They're gonna trade AD if LeBron leave.
I see them trading.
And I hope they send him to OKC, bro. Send his ass to OKC. Send him to Orlando. Send him somewhere.
They didn't send him to Detroit. They didn't send him to his ass.
Send his ass to Detroit. Send
his
Jeremy
ass.
Grant. Get some. You know what I'm saying? Just send him up there.
No, that's too close to his home. He's from Chicago. Send his ass to fucking. Send his ass to fucking Orlando. Way down there.
I say OKC. OKC is just as trash as New Orleans, and the team suck. Send them to OKC.
Nothing over there either, bro. Not a damn thing to OKC.
Send them to OKC, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's a good conversation, man. But I do want to talk about CJ McCollum and kind of tie it into the next few games because I do want to kind of give a little preview now that we back Friday. So when everybody hit us, we're gonna be back tomorrow against the Suns, Chris Paul's Suns. So I'm gonna just get each of y'all predictions, man. What you think gonna happen, Dan?
So we just doing a preview, or we doing a CJ McCollum thing?
Well, both. Start with the preview, but then you can talk about CJ if you want to get into CJ.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bet on the Pels, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bet on the Pels. Well, we probably what's the betting line on that, man?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm going to the money line, man. If I had to say, will we at home or we away? Will we away? Yeah, we probably like.
They're gonna be plus 400-500.
Yeah, it'll be plus 400-500. Money line probably gonna be plus 5.5 or something like that. So at home, at least plus 5 points. Man, I just don't see them. I don't see them winning that game. I mean, I hope they do. But I don't know. I think they fight hard. I think they stay in the game. I don't think they get blown out. I think it'll be tight to the end, and I think they'll end up, losing, by 4 or 5. I think they still need. I hate the fact that these last couple of games have been against real good teams with CJ McCollum. Getting them acclimated and everything, and I think that playing against the Suns, it ain't the best team to go against, with a new guy. But hopefully they got some practices this past week and they getting everything going, and hopefully he ready to go. But the hell with it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Pels for a win, man. Then they win against the Suns.
What you think, Jared?
It's questionable pick, Dan.
They getting the dub, man. They getting the dub.
I don't think they win this game. Suns they're just too good of a team. I think even without Chris Paul, they got depth everywhere. I think Devin Booker gonna be too much. And
that'll be the Alfred Payton revenge game too.
And yeah, pretty much. And this is the type of game that Michael Bridges is gonna go off for like 25 or something.
That's a
So,
fact
Nah,
too.
Alpha Payton going for triple double. I'm about to put that. I'm gonna bet that Alpha Payton triple double, bro. That's probably like
I don't
plus
even know if
1700,
Campaign
bro.
even back. Is he even back? I'm not
I
sure,
think he's
but
still hurt.
yeah, I just like Dan said. I think they fight hard, and they just don't have enough to get it done in the end. Then they lose. But I think they cover. I think they cover the 6.
Yeah, I think they'll play a close game. And honestly, I'll be happy if they just play a good game. Just don't get demoralized. Don't get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? And don't let CJ McCollum drop 30 in a loss. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if CJ McCollum give you 30, Brandon Ingram, I'm looking at you. I need more than 8 points, bro. Like, you know
He
what I
needs to
mean?
get it
Like,
together.
help him out. You know what I'm saying? And that,
That's my thing. I think he's taking too much of a back seat. I don't like when he do that. When he just do that shit with Zion. Like, man, no, man. I need you to produce just as much as you was producing. Like, it needs to be a 1-2 punch. Like, I ain't gonna lie. CJ and Dame didn't make the big game or they didn't make it to the championship, but damn, like they both, they took turns. Like it wasn't no one person take no back seat. You know what I'm saying? Like they were 1A and 1B. Dame was the better player, but whenever CJ wanted the ball, like he had the ball. Like I need Bi to want the ball and go and actually try to be aggressive and score and stop being so damn passive. You know
yeah.
what I'm
And
saying?
you actually reminded me of something. I didn't actually have this on the docket, but what y'all think about Dame Lillard talking about he been watching all the New Orleans games since CJ left and how he missed his boy and he said that, they never gonna play together again.
Yeah, we go ahead and do a little package, man. A little Jackson Hayes, a little maybe a little Devontae Graham, a little 3 first-round picks, maybe a little Trey Murphy, and go ahead and get
See,
Dame to,
Dan, I,
to New
I
Orleans, bro.
I think I can offer him something better. If shit keep going the way it's going, I can offer him one Zion Williamson. I know
Nah,
that'll
man.
that'll
I
sweeten the
want
pot,
he
man.
he could want to go ahead and pick with Zion, man. Imagine Zion, CJ,
Yeah,
Dame. Oh man,
that
come
would
on,
be
dude. That's
nasty.
championship, bro. That's
That
championship.
would be nasty. Like it,
Yeah, that's
but I
championship.
just don't know how you would pull that off.
We'll have to trade Jonas, bro. The Jonas have to go to Portland. They'll probably start Jackson at the 5. Have Billy in the I can't say Jackson the 5, but he might have to. We might have to make it work. Zion on the
Yeah,
court, and then we got to give us some young assets. We got to give him Kyra, hopefully
yeah.
Kyra come back, Tay. If we could keep Kyra, man, and trade Tay bum ass and then give him Trey Murphy and whoever else they want and some picks. Then can show come down, I cook him a nice gumbo. Whatever you
Oh,
want in
that
it.
might be.
Old crab, whatever. King crab, I put it whatever.
That's a fact, bro. I wouldn't even want to know what a Dame, CJ, Bi, and Zion lineup would do. That would be
He wouldn't come
insane.
back. He still wouldn't come back around.
He still wouldn't come back.
Wouldn't be enough for him, bro.
He would still claim New Orleans not the spot.
Oh
And
no, man.
But
Dave's really not coming over here and play
I
with me.
think with the Dame, reminiscing about CJ McCollum, it just goes to show you how much of a great teammate CJ McCollum is, and how much Dame respects him, and it makes Zion looks even worse, like not even hitting CJ McCollum up, congratulating him on the trade to New Orleans. Like it makes him look even worse, dude. Like how you can't hit up. Not only is he a top 50 NBA player, but he is the president of the Players Association. Like you have to contact this guy if you ever have any type of problem. Like, do you not respect him like that? I mean, what is your beef?
uh,
It makes no
Y'all,
sense.
do y'all believe this stuff that Zion is an introvert? Y'all ever get that vibe? I just never got that
absolutely,
vibe.
he's absolutely an introvert.
I never got that
I
vibe.
knew I knew from the moment he went to that All-Star game and he was having them little awkward ass combos with Zach LaVine on the sideline. That nigga don't talk to people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it was really
he
weird.
he he's an introvert. I give him that. Like I can definitely tell his personality is not, you know, social. Like I could easily see Zion Williamson locked in a hotel room with 2 large pizzas, watching anime. Like I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that that's what he's doing, but I could easily see that being his personality. Like he give me those vibes.
I'm just
For
saying, bro.
fuck's
Like,
sakes, the nigga came out in a Naruto vest
He
at
did.
an NBA game.
He
Like
did. He did.
he's one of them, bro.
Thing was huge, bro.
He's
But
one of
but
them.
that's all I'm saying, though. He been playing like AAU ball since he was like fucking 12. I'm saying
But
he been
that
around people and around your teammates. Like, you know what this game is about. Like, I know he came out of shell. Like, ain't no way he don't know what this game is about, bro.
see, I don't think he like shy or nothing. I don't think it's that. Like I think he's introverted in a sense of the shit that I'm into is not the shit that y'all into. You know what I mean? Like if you in a room with Zach Levine and John Morant and Ant Edwards, we not talking about did you see the last season of Attack on Titan? You know what I mean? These niggas is talking about hoes and they getting lit, like they into some different stuff. So I could see like when JJ Redick said distant teammate, I could see that being accurate. Not in the sense of I don't fuck with y'all, I don't talk to y'all at all, but just the bonding. Like I don't know if you was in the spaces just now, but they had a dude up there talking about how the team basically play Warzone with each other every night. Like every night. They don't do anything not together. You know what I mean? I could see Zion not to say fitting in, because that's
I
that's a
think he
bad
played
word. But
Warzone. I think
I
that's cap, bro.
well yeah, I think he in that, but I could see like when they bullshitting that he don't bullshit about the same things they do. You know what I mean? Like I could see it being a little weird. Now that still don't excuse the CJ McCollum shit, because like Jared was saying, even if it's not on no you my boy type thing, professionally he is respected. You know what I mean? Jared pointed out the president of the Players Association.
Yeah, for Jesus'
It-
sakes, bro. Like that's the dude
yeah,
you go to for any labor or whatever. If you have a labor issue, I'm sure you talk to. If you have a problem with the Pelicans organization, that's the person you call is CJ McCollum.
he is the
yeah.
guy,
Literally,
bro. He
he's the
is the
goddamn
guy.
guy. You got his number saved, so that's cap. Whatever excuse you had is cap.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And I know a lot of people been talking about it, so I don't want to like bore the listeners with the same Zion talk, but I got faith that CJ McCollum is the guy to get through to Zion. Because if it's one thing, like I know a lot of people, like especially on the other podcasts and different articles I read, like they all was asking what's next, and I don't think we at the what's next part yet. Like I think contractually he can't go nowhere unless the Pelicans give him the blessing to go somewhere, which I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I think if there's even an ounce of hope, like, because I don't think they reached a point where it's just like not repairable. You know what I mean? But I think if you have a guy like CJ McCollum, who just from listening to him talk, listening to the pressers that he do with the Pels, listening him talk to the TNT crew at the All-Star game, he has a way with words and he has a game to back up those words. Like I feel like if I give you advice, if I'm CJ McCollum talking to Zion, even if you don't agree with the shit that I'm saying, you'll at least know like, okay, this is a dude who has done what I'm trying to do. Cause like regardless of how good Zion think he is, like obviously we know that talent wise, he's probably better than CJ McCollum. You know what I mean? But as far as career accomplishments, CJ McCollum has done what you're trying to do. So when he talked to you, it hold weight, especially when you know that he's cool with these other players of high caliber. You know what I mean? He's played alongside a Dame. You know what I mean? He's tight with high caliber NBA players. So like I feel like if CJ can't get through to him, then it's just done. You know what I mean? Like it's just time to move on. And honestly, I don't think if that's not enough to motivate Zion, I don't think any situation he go to is gonna be a successful one. Because he would be like the center of any situation. You know what I mean?
And I don't need him to get his shit together. I need him to get PR team or whatever it is. He need to have somebody that's actually in it and I really think his family has his best interest at heart. I think they do,
I don't.
but
I
I
don't.
mean,
Actually, you don't.
I think they have. I think they love him, but you can't mix, family with business. Eventually, you have to branch away and hire some people, and you could hold some people accountable. That's the problem. He can't hold his stepdaddy and his mama accountable. He can't be like, "Hey, stepdad, hey Lee, hey, you're my stepdaddy, bro, but you fucking up right now. Like, I need you to go and
But
chill the fuck out somewhere
that's
and
the
do that." He
reason,
can't
though.
do that. I'm saying he can't. He don't have the balls to do that yet. He never got to that balling point yet. And I think it's getting there. I see, because he got flamed for about 48 hours. Like
Oh,
from
he's still getting
JJ
flamed.
Redick, like he got him from
He's
JJ
still.
Redick, from Olga off of ESPN. I forgot her name. The chef, her name, young girl. She
Lika
fucking posted
Andrews.
something.
Nick Andrews.
Yeah, got him. I mean, we got everybody come out the woodworks. CJ basically calling them out.
Oh, Brian
You
Matt
Chuck
Windhorst.
Barnes.
and Shaq been calling them out. That's why I like Shaq, because Shaq been telling him he need to get his fat ass up and lose the weight. Chuck, the dude that you told the two dudes that went through weight problems in the NBA, is telling you need to get up, get off your ass, and be professional and lose the weight so you can be dominant again. They telling you you're too heavy. If Shaq at 7 foot was heavy at 280, what you think you is at 6'6" at
Yeah.
285? You're too heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but they ain't telling you nothing you need to hear. And I know a lot of these NBA players is oversensitive. They don't like other NBA players talking about them or calling them OG, or they did some old heads. They don't know what they're talking about. Nah, man, like these guys calling you out because they've been through what you've been through. The ball is ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're hurting yourself. You need to go ahead and seek out a Shaq or a Charles. A guy
I
which
think Charles for sure, because
Charles
Charles'
is
game was
a
comparable to Zion.
exactly like that's who he was compared to. Hey, he's similar to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, what, 8-time All-Star? All NBA, made 2 NBA finals. He didn't win them, but damn sure he took 2 teams to the NBA finals. Like, I mean, why not listen to that guy? You know what I'm saying? Why not tell him about, hey Charles, what you did? How did you navigate through this? You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
see, I think the
Tupac.
issue is the his family being as controlling as they are. I really do believe that the problem is his people see dollar signs. And they know if Zion start letting in a Chuck, if Zion start letting in a CJ McCollum, like people who actually know what the fuck they talking about, they gonna not only just say, "Hey, you need to do this with your weight," but they're gonna say, "Hey, man, you ever looked into where all your money going? You ever looked into why they controlling this? You ever looked into, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here with this endorsement? Have you talked to this agent or like they scared that it's gonna, you know, compound into that like a full mentorship. Because that's the thing about mentoring. It don't just, you know what I'm saying? It don't just be like, oh, it's just the weight and then that's it. They're gonna help you in all aspects. And then that's gonna start, all right, stepdaddy, you ain't getting 500,000 from his Jordan brand no more. You know what I mean? You ain't pocketing a meal from this over here because niggas is seeing you fucking them over. That's what I think. And honestly, obviously that's like all speculation. But that's why I think that is. Like they were saying this nigga mama was his dietitian. Like, come on, man. Your mama
No
fat,
way.
dog. Like
No,
I'm not trying to play her, but your
no,
mama is fat. How can she tell you how to lose weight when she fat?
no fucking way,
You
bro.
gotta
You
be
That's what
gotta
they
kidding
were
be
me.
shitting
saying,
me.
bro.
You gotta be
His
kidding.
mama was not, and not his formal dietitian. Like obviously he has like team dietitians and stuff, but the
Obviously, don't listen to
person
you.
that he was looking to for his real advice was his mama.
Yo, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'll let Jared have it. What the fuck do these people know about being a professional basketball player, bro?
Nothing, nothing,
Shit,
nothing, bro.
nothing. It's ridiculous.
I guarantee this is what it was. It was they sat him down. It was like, look, Zion, you made it to the NBA. There's gonna be a lot of people trying to take advantage of you. We know what's best. Let us take care of it. And they pocketing all that man money and ruining his career. Cause that's what they doing, bro. They ruining his career.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't see a nigga with one good outfit yet.
That's a fact.
I ain't
That's
see
a
a
fact.
nigga pulling up in a Lambo. Nothing. Like,
Bro,
that nigga
immediately
ain't got nothing.
Immediately after he get the training situation down and the dietitian, he need a stylist. Ain't need a PR team. Fire whoever is running his social media account. Fire them
Fire.
I'm just
niggas
saying,
ASAP.
did that nigga
Everyone.
even get a chain or something? Like, he ain't
And he
got
did
nothing.
that little
He
whack
had a
chain he had on at media
What that
day.
shit was? $2,000?
Uh,
Yeah,
that's
nigga,
because
I
his
can
stepdaddy
afford
took it
that.
off. His
Nah, man,
stepdaddy took
come
it off,
on,
man.
man. I mean,
He probably
I'm
wouldn't
just
take it off
saying,
on
bro,
him, bro.
splurge a little bit, bro. I'm just saying, like, I didn't even see that. So that's how I know they're taking your money. You didn't make one dumbass purchase, bro. Like, you didn't make one dumbass purchase, not one.
Yeah, but then again, we wouldn't know this nigga don't post at all on any social media. But
I gotta see what kind of car this nigga driving. He must be driving like a fucking Honda Accord.
man, he drive whatever his mama drive. I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga mama drop him off at practice, bro.
I wouldn't be. That was
I wouldn't
happening.
be shocked.
She
I
drove
wouldn't
him
be
to the
shocked.
first day of practice. That was
I
the thing.
wouldn't be
She
shocked.
dropped him off, bro.
That is crazy, bro.
I'll be damn
That
if
is
I
crazy.
make all to work, bro. Like, I just got that number one
Relax.
overall, bro. Like, I'm getting short. Like, my mom ain't on me all, bro. If I'm gonna get dropped off to practice, it's gonna be somebody driving my shit around and dropping me off driving my shit. A chauffeur. It ain't gonna be my goddamn mama. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's crazy, man.
And I'm close to Glow, bro. I love mama to death. Like, it ain't no. You know what?
Because the
None of my
guy
business.
just chose a
None of my business,
profession.
bro.
That's all it is. If he can't communicate, if he can't realize that he wants to be a star, you chose the wrong person thinking that you don't have to answer to nobody, dude. Like football can get away with it. Like Marshawn Lynch, he was a loner. He got away with it, but you cannot get away with it in the NBA. There's not that much people on the team. There's 12 people on the team, and if you want to be
Star-driven.
a star, you're gonna be in the media, whether you like it or not. It's
You
like
can't.
Yeah, I think and last thing before we start to wrap it up, I think his issue is he just for the first time in his like basketball life, he has to learn how to do something other than just hoop. Like you have to be good at other shit besides the on the court shit. You know what I mean? And I think he's definitely struggling with that. And the thing is, somebody like Zion, bro, you have unlimited resources. Just hire people to do the shit that you don't know how to do. That's what I don't understand.
And I
Hire
think he might be
somebody.
a little. I think he might be a little scared him being that young, and him being this injury prone. Like, all he know how to do is hoop, bro. He just stayed a semester in college. Like, he's scared. You know what I'm saying? And that's understandable. But you gotta get the right people around you, bro. This shit not working. 3 years of it not working, bro. It ain't working. Like, you
Well,
got to make a change
that's the thing. I think
everywhere. You need
so.
to scrap it all.
The front office, I think, is saying exactly what you're saying, and that's why I'm so curious to see how it's gonna play out. Because honestly, I think the nigga got until the deadline next year. If you ain't got your shit together by the deadline, they moving you, bro. And I'm gonna be happy either way. And look, Zion, we love you, bro. We hope you come back and ball out as a pal. Shit, I hope you stay a career, lifelong pal. Be what Dame is to the Blazers right now. But if you don't want to, fuck you. It's that simple. Like we gonna be good either way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You gotta make a decision. No half in, half out bullshit. None of your mama being your dietitian, your daddy telling you who you training. Like none of that. No more running the organ when shit goes south. Be a man, step up, and do what you gotta do, bro.
Or
That's it.
hired a fired LSU strength and conditioning coach
Yeah.
to be his trainer.
When you got Aaron Nelson at home.
it's pathetic.
Bro, you ain't. But You could have been like, Aaron, I know you can't come, you the trainer, but who do you recommend to come with me to fucking Oregon? Like, who do you recommend? Who's the best traveling trainer I could take with me to Oregon? Who's the best rehab? Let me
But
know, and I
why?
want him with me.
My thing is, why even go to Portland? Like, Oshner got everything you need right there, bro.
State of the
I know
art,
Because,
y'all
bro.
be
bro,
seeing all the commercials. They got
because,
top
bro,
of the
he's scared. He's
line.
scared to be in New Orleans, bro. He's scared,
And
bro. Because every
it,
time he on, like everybody was saying, talking about, he be on the sideline, everybody fat shaming him. I'm not trying not to laugh, bro, but you gotta. I hate to say it,
he
bro,
got
but it
grew up,
gotta
bro.
be some thicker skin, bro.
Yeah, he got grew up.
Like you can't be letting that get to you, bro. You need to be there for your teammates. I don't give a fuck if you fat, bro. But if you was on that sideline cheering, I could have gave two fucks how fat you was. I know
That's
you
a
hurt.
fact.
But if you was there supporting your teammates, bro, you ain't had to go to the away games. But if you was on that sideline cheering, fucking waving a towel, I don't give a fuck what you was doing. If you was on that sideline coming for your teammates, bro, none of this shit would be happening.
Yeah.
Was
Uh,
doing prior to the fat jokes, and then he ghosted.
Yeah. Hey, ghosted, bro. Shit.
Well, I already know the fat stuff was the reason he went to Oregon. He just had to escape. That's why he went ghost on socials. That's why he not talking to nobody. Like he's shame. And I think that don't necessarily mean that in his mind is fuck the Pelicans. Like that could just be like, dude, I'm embarrassed. I'm
Yeah.
hurt. I'm out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm embarrassed. Like let me shake back.
And we
And I
know
would
you.
respect that,
Yeah.
but you gotta
And we
say
know you
something,
hurt.
bro.
We know you hurt. We know your foot hurt. We know you can't work hard. We know this, bro. But you got an obligation for people that bought your season ticket, the people that's paying your salary, people that's buying your jersey, your merchandise, like this people are paying your bills, bro. Like this shit ain't no fucking joke, bro. Like you selling a product and you not on the floor, you gotta be, hey, look, I appreciate the love and support, fans. Blah blah blah. I'll be back 100% real soon. Until then, I'll be, supporting my teammates and supporting New Orleans and blah blah blah. Something simple like that, bro, go a long way, man. Like, and if you would just show up, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, he in Portland right now. He got a game in LA. If he would show up to that Lakers game and be on the sideline, bro, I think everything would be fucking not kosher, but that would go a long way in support.
Yeah.
Because that's what made me not even know what an hour flight from Portland to fucking LA. Just to support your teammates, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm curious to see what happens. You know what I mean? Because I think, especially with what happened over the past few days, he gotta do something. Like there's gonna be something. Like they can't. Before CJ said that, the Pelicans was getting away with just acting like Zion didn't exist, not talking
Yep.
about him, not
Mhm.
acknowledging any Zion questions. But now I think it's boiling to a point where they know they owe the fans something. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it play out, man. Y'all had anything y'all wanted to add before we wrap it up?
And CJ said, "Fuck that." He getting to the bottom of it. And
I hope he do.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that ball stirred up some shit. He stirred some shit up, bro.
Yeah, he
He
did. I
came in
think it was
here and he stirred it up.
purposely too. Like I think he purposely did that. But we'll see how it play out, man. I did like the shot he posted on Instagram. That caption was definitely a shot at Zion. What was
He
the
liked
caption?
it, bro.
It was like bloom where you're planted or something
Yeah,
like that.
bloom, blossom, or whatever. Bloom,
Yeah,
blossom when you planted, or
blossom where you
whatever.
planted, something like that. But no question about it, a shot at Zion. Not a shot,
Wise
but a
words.
message to Zion. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, man. I think CJ McCollum is the best thing to happen to this organization. Maybe ever in the timeline. You know what I mean? Honestly. And he not even 5 games in? But anyway, man, if y'all who are watching this out here, man, if y'all stuck around for the therapy session, I hope it helped y'all out like it helped me out. I was able to get some stuff off my chest, man. I appreciate y'all. And we will be back next week.